Okay. So today we are supposed to see what is a material master. So it is material master is nothing but one of the master data. In SAP, we have seen like how we can access that transaction no in through this navigation mode as well. If you see here, logistic, I expanded material management, and then material master. Here we have a material master, materials, and then if I just create a general, okay, so you can see here the transaction is MM01. Okay, I'll just click over here. So yesterday not yesterday, the day before yesterday, we were talking about the different types of the material, like the raw material are there, semi-finished material, finished materials are there. So we try to just understand how we can create the material in the SAP, because whenever a particular company who goes for the SAP implementation, they need to have their data ready in the SAP. Okay, so I mean, whatever the materials they are using, those would be raw material, semi-finished material, finished material. Okay, so what I'll do, first of all, I'll just go through the one of the material master. So this is a MM01 screen. If I go for the MM03, that is a material display, and I will take one of the material that I have created. Okay, so
सर तुम्ही स्क्रीन शेअर नाही केलेली का?
oh, sorry. Let me screen do this screen share. I forgot to do that. Okay. This take a screen son.
हो दिसते.
Okay. So what I was saying, let me just disable annoying offers.
MM01 is for create, MM02 for change, and 3 for display.
Yes, right. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Why this is hide meeting windows? Hide video panel. Which one enable? This. Okay. Is I was up on here. Show names of enemy, show video panel, hide grouping, meeting controls. Okay. Okay, so what I did, I just go to the SAP Easy Access screen. Whenever you log into the screen, SAP Easy Access screen. So I went to the logistic here, and I could see here material, and let me just do it again so that you can understand. Okay, so what I did, I just expanded this logistic button. So after logistic, I went to the material management. So after in the material management, you are having material master. So I will expand this. I will expand material, and here you can see create. Though we are having a create special, but generally we use MM01 transaction for creating the material, MM02 for change, MM03 for display. So I was saying, before I create the material, I will showcase some of the materials that I have created so that you will be familiar with the fields, so that whenever we will create the next material, so you can understand like which are the inputs that we need to give. Okay. Here you can see we have a create, general, change, even display. So the moment I just click MM03, so I just put this material. This is not something which appears every time. This is nothing but like it takes the last material that some user was using. So I just entered this material because I'm knowing this material. So I entered this material. So what I did, I'm just deselect all this field, and there are views like I have mentioned, like material related information from every department perspective. So it could be basic data that would be applicable for the every department. So generally, general information is being stored in this view. Okay, so I'll just select sales data. This information, the information available in this view would be used by the salesperson or the sales department. Okay, so I'll just click these things. Even purchase, if the raw material, what we do, the raw material we usually purchase from the vendors, purchase from the different vendors, and those the in-house material that we supposed to manufacture in-house, okay, or in the plant itself. Okay, let's take this purchasing. MRP1, okay, MRP2, MRP3, MRP4. These are the plant specific views which stores the information about that material. No, and this could be different for different plant. That's what we have seen. And here, like, I will make this general plant data storage. Once you are done with the manufacturing of the material, there is some information related to the plant data storage, like what would be the unit of measurement, or maybe no, like, I mean, we will see those fields. And accounting, for the finance perspective, these views are applicable. Accounting 1, accounting 2, costing 1, costing 2. So these are some views actually. Okay. Plant stock is not required. Maybe that is required later stage. So yes. So the moment I just execute it, or like whenever if I want to display different material, and I don't want to save these selection fields, because every time whenever you log into the SAP, put the transaction code, enter the material, then system you will ask you every time select the views. So if you don't want to do this every time again and again, so you can do the default setting. Okay, so whenever you come to the next time, you do not need to enter or you do not need to select all these views. Okay, now I have selected views, I made it default setting. Now I will click continue. Okay, now in the next screen pop-up, system is asking to enter the plant, like the material that you have entered, for which plant you want to see this material. Because what we have done, we have selected MRP1, MRP2, MRP3 view. Those views are the plant specific. That's what system wants to know, for which plant you want to see this information. Let's see, I have put this material, I have put this plant as 1000. The name of the plant is Humber. Okay, I'll just select it. I will just from this drop down list, no. Okay, storage location not existed, not an issue. With this information, I will just execute. So here in the basic data one, you can see I have just added the description for this material as a test 1111. So base unit of measurement would be PC. You can add different descriptions also. Maybe if you want to create anything, if you want to create a pen, so what maybe a pen would be your finished product. Then the barrel, that would be your semi-finished product, or refill would be your raw material, spring would be your raw material. So in this way, you can create different products in SAP. I will tell you like how we can create, but this is what we need to see. What are the various fields? Okay, material groups. This is nothing but we have to specify the material that we are seeing. See here, this material is nothing but the raw material. You can see that information by clicking this I. So here you can see the material that we are looking for in the MM03 transaction is belonging to the raw material type, because this needs to be specified in SAP, like which material you are looking upon, whether that is a raw material, semi-finished material, or finished material. The material type for the raw material would be ROH, that we have seen. For the semi-finished material, there would be a different type, that is HALB. And for the finished product, the different type would be FERT. See here, I mean, here, if you want to, if you have any information related to this particular material, like what is the weight and all, you can put it over here. Not mandatory, but if required, maybe you can put it. Basic data too. Here in basic data too, no, like nothing is important. Then maybe if you go to the next view, sales organization. Here you can see base unit of measurement. It is defaulted. I mean, you are specifying in the basic data one, so it has been defaulted to PC. You need not to define again and again. Okay, this material group again coming from the basic data too. When you go to the sales org, I mean, this is generally item category group. This is required from the sales side. So this is not something, no, if I have not added any information over here, but whenever the sales person would be working with this material, he will supposed to get added this field by entering this transaction MM02, and he will add a particular field, like particular information. Let's say if he wants to add, no, like maybe he wants to see configuration, make to order, or billing plan, whatever field you want to choose. So he can choose this and save it, because since we are in display mode, system will not allow to select and save it. Okay, so we will not make any selection under this item category group now. So then go to the next plant here, the sales general plant. Actually here, no, like once we do the manufacturing and all, so this sales related information is available, and here they have mentioned general slash plant. It means that the sales related information has been added for this plant, 1000. But if you see sales organization 1 and sales organization 2, here they have not added a plant. It means that these particular views are not a plant specific. General information can be fetched or can be entered in these views, sales organization 1 and sales organization 2. But the moment if you go to this sales general plant, so here some plant specific,
Plant location.
yes, plant, not location, or it would be taken from this MRP1 or the in the initial screen, no, where we have entered this plant. So it refers to that particular plant only. So here you can see general information. This again information coming from the basic data 1 and basic data 2. And here the since no sales general plant, it means that whatever the material that we are manufacturing, some after some time those material needs to be dispatched. So here are there some transportation group, like whether which kind of transportation medium you will be using for shipping. Shipping means what? Like for moving this finished product or raw material from one location to another location. Like see, this sales, why it is coming? Generally, yeah. So you can see here how this material will be coming to your plant or no. Like maybe this is something not needed actually, but I have just added because this is a raw material, and this raw material you are not going for selling with a different customer, but just make a note of it. Logically speaking, this is the raw material. It is expected to come at this particular plant. But since we are in this sales general plant, so it talks about the delivery or the sales of this particular material. So ideally speaking, this is not supposed to be entered, these things, loading group, or maybe sometimes what happens, no? Like we are not cared about like whether that material comes to our factory by train and all. So we are not care about it. But sometimes like loading group and all. So whenever those materials are coming to our premises, maybe at that time loading group, like whether the group of the laborers or no, the forklift or maybe any crane that we are using for loading or unloading of this particular group. Loading means what? Like whenever we are dispatching this material from our factory to the customer location. So there we need to have all these kind of loading groups. So this is a general thing. This is not necessary from PP perspective, but this one should know. So this is not needed. Since we have not choose this foreign trade export, so system will, yeah, purchasing, whatever the views that we have selected, no. So here you can see some round bar, no. So this is a option. So that will tell you like these are the views that you have selected on the selection screen. And for these views related information you need to fill. See, purchasing. If this material is since this material is raw material, so it is expected that we supposed to get this material from the different vendors. Okay, base unit of measurement. So ideally then general data, it is coming from the basic data 1. So the purchasing group is nothing but I mean, if you wanted to know, like what is mean by this, is there any sort of description available for this particular group or the particular field? You can simply just click over here or click over here and just simply press F1. So once you do the F1, you can see key of buyer or a group of the buyers who are responsible for certain purchasing activities. It means that like if this material is there and for the plant 1000, who is the person or is there any sort of group who is responsible for purchasing this particular material? So this information is needed from perspective, because whenever it comes to the purchasing related part, so you can consider that this information is related to this module related. Okay, I'll just go to the MRP1. So in the very beginning, I inform like MRP1, MRP2, MRP3, MRP4. These are the PP perspective views. If you want, and these are the plant specific views as well. So if you are if you are using this material in the shop floor, you need to know like what are the details of this particular thing. So from the purchasing point of view also, this view is important, because what happens, this MRP type, material requirement planning. So this is one of the functionality of the SAP, which takes into consideration the current stock whenever we go for the MRP run. There is a different T code for the MRP run, but the MRP type means what? This material takes part into the MRP run. There are different types of the MRPs we have, but usually we are dealing with this, no, PD and END. So PD means that it is MRP relevant, and END means no planning. So these some raw materials or some materials which do not need planning. Okay, so those material can be categorized with MRP type as a ND, and the materials which have been updated with PD, it means that these are MRP relevant material. Okay. Okay, MRP group is nothing but same kind of thing, whether these are the stock kind of items or no, like some make to order, make to stock kind of production is required for this particular material. So based on that, MRP group is selected. Okay, make to stock production. Let's see if we are manufacturing any particular product, maybe in that case, the MRP group would be, we have to select as a 10. Okay. Since this is a raw material, so maybe you can consider that it no requirement transfer, or it is not needed that much. But obviously it would take part in the material requirement planning. Material requirement planning and no planning, these are the different things. So don't get confused. Actually, no planning means what? No, like maybe some minute kind of observation from the sales side or from the store side. So maybe this is something related to that MRP group. If you want to see the detailed description of this, you can just click on that field and just press enter. So here you can see the MRP group contains all the materials from the point of view of the MRP for assigning special control parameters for the total planning run. So these are nothing but, you can consider for now that we need to specify, like there are certain, we are having a lot of materials which are MRP type, but in all we need to categorize those materials into several MRP group, so that no, it would be taken care by the similarly we have this purchasing group, no, like group of the buyers. So it would be group of the group of the material requirement planning person. Okay, so you can consider that. So here you can see reorder point. So whenever we are having the whenever the stock for this raw material is getting decreased or getting depleted or getting consumed. So at that time we need to know, like if this material we don't have in stock, so in what quantity we need to order, or maybe reorder point. Whenever, let's say as on today, the stock of this material is 1000 kg. Let's take an example. But after few days, the stock would get to 40 kg. And we need to run the show in the shop floor so that there would not be any interruption. So we need to specify like which reorder point we can set it. So once the stock would get less to that safety stock level, no, so the raw material would be purchased into this particular reorder point. Whenever the stock for this material falls below certain particular limit, then MRP run would consider this material and generate the procurement proposal. It means that let's take an example of the sugar. So generally what we do, we usually purchase sugar in 5 kilogram. Let's say for a 10 kilogram, that would be our monthly consumption. So are we waiting, like till the last pinch of this sugar to get consumed, and then we will be going to the DMart or maybe Big Bazaar for getting that sugar? This is not something. If the quantity of the sugar in our house would be less, let's say the quantity remains as on today is 1.5 kg. So then something trigger us that we need to buy a sugar, otherwise it would not be feasible, or there would be some difficulties then. So then what we are doing, we are just taking care of the materials or the consumable items that we are having in our home. So similarly, SAP will also take care of those materials. This is a matter of just we need to specify that what is the reorder point for this particular material. Okay, we will come and see in detail with our next sessions actually related to the material master. Lot size. Now, like whenever we need to specify if this is the raw material needs to be procured from external vendor and all, or external supplier, then in that case, what would be the quantity that we need to suppose? If the requirement would be like 40, 50, 60 kg, or maybe 100 of tons, then that quantity of material would be purchased, because here we have specified as a EX lot size. Okay, so there are different lot sizes are there. You can see a 2-day lot size, 2-week lot size. I mean, here we need to specify like what is the quantity that we require for the 2-day. But what we are saying, whatever the requirement that comes to the plant, so system SAP will take care of that requirement, that quantity of the material to procure. Procured could be like purchasing, or could be getting the stock from the different storage location or the different plant if the plants are nearby. Okay. Here then something somewhere, no, like there are some scrap. If you are going for the assembly or this material is being used in the assembly, we need to specify like what would be the assembly scrap that we are expecting for this material. So that needs to be specified in terms of percentage. Okay, so that no, so system would calculate will deduct that amount of scrap from the available quantity of the material. So let's navigate to the MRP2. Here you can see, as I mentioned, no, this is the raw material and the procurement type would be F, meaning that this material would be procured from the external vendor, see, external procurement. Okay, so this is a raw material. So we are specifying that this material will be coming from. So somewhere in the MRP2 tab, we need to specify that the procurement type for this material would be F. Okay, then batch entry is not relevant as of now. Maybe I'll take it up. Maybe let's stop. Batch entry is what? Batch entry is like batch in goods issue. Where do we require the batches for this material? So whether those are required during the issue of the material, or some manual batch determination required upon release of the order. So all these part we will see when we have the production order part. Okay, so that this point will be clear by that time. Backflush means what? Like if this particular material you are using in your production, and if we just select this indicator over here, that I want this material as a backflush in the material master. I mean indicator in the sense, if you just select one, so it means that wherever this material is being used, upon using that material into the assembly or any kind of activity into the production, the stock for this material would be no, vanish from that particular storage location. Is it because of in the material master we have ticked this backflush with backflush indicator, we have set it with 1. Okay, we have a different indicator, no, that too. Work center decides whether to backflush. Now, like maybe consider whenever I mean if this particular material is being used on a several storage several work center. Okay, maybe we are doing the assembly, or maybe we are using the steel plates of this raw material on a particular work center. So if we have this particular material, no, if you have set this indicator 2 in the material master, and this material is used in a particular work center, then there are certain settings which are in the work center. If we tick that, so it will automatically recognize, yeah, for this material master says the decision of whether to consume this particular material would be taken by the work center. Then work center will take care of that material. How work center will take care of that material, all this part we will see for the work order for the production order part. Okay, we will do this setting with 1 also, with 2 also, and we'll see what kind of impact it comes up when into the production order, that we will see. In SAP should know, like if this is a raw material needs to be procured from the different vendor. Okay, what would be the storage location for externally procured component? See, this is the raw material. So we are not saying this is a production storage location setting here. Okay, what we can do, we can mention whenever this material is coming from the vendor. So what we will do, the default storage location for the externally procured component, we need to specify that. I mean, this is not at all mandatory for material master to get saved, but you need to know like what is the importance of each and every field in the SAP. See, I mean, that's what I told you, like maybe you need to just click on this field, just click F1, do the F1, and you will see that information. Okay, maybe that would be clear for you. Now see here we have the planning delivery time. Okay, I will be just going through the important fields only, like which are useful from the PPMM perspective, so that your concept would get clear. The field that I'm skipping now, so maybe you can consider those are not that much of relevant. But the moment you are having a good control over the SAP, so you will come to know what would be the importance of those fields. So it's a matter of just analyzing and starting that production order part. By the time you will have all your concept cleared. Okay, plan delivery time. What you can expect by this plan delivery time? I mean, any thoughts that comes to your mind, because this is something information related to the material master, and this is a raw material. So
we can consider this is a time period whenever we require that raw material, suppose to be vendor can
yes,
provide.
yeah. So this is something the time that we have provided to vendor, that vendor would deliver. I mean, once we give the purchase order to that vendor, so the delivery time for that material would be 15 days. It could be 5 days, it could be 2 days, it could be month. So like that was because this is something we need to specify here. Okay, in terms of days. Okay, GR processing time. See, this is a material. So the moment we received this material, store people needs to process the GR. Okay. Scheduling margin key. This is something related to the scheduling. I mean, if I'm just doing the production. So like when the production should start, when the raw material arrangement should be made. So this is something related to the schedule margin key. Okay. Yeah. So I was talking about safety stock. Safety stock is what? Like we need to specify in the material master this for this particular material, safety stock would be what? So safety stock is nothing but the quantity of the material which is keeping aside. So that system will not provide you every time unless and until you are in a situation where you need it very badly. Okay. So this is something related to the safety stock. So you need to specify also. So because this is not recommended that this is a raw material, let's say about a steel plates actually of 6 mm thickness. So will you just keep a stock of maybe 10 ton for that steel plates? Will it be worth to keeping the stock of to have a stock of steel plates of 10 ton? Not. So you have to judge the raw materials. You have to understand, you need to know like what is the importance, what is the delivery time for those materials. If the delivery time for those material would be 2 days. So why do you need a safety stock of 10 ton? Why are you creating the inventory? We are using SAP for the sake of having a better control over the inventory. Then you need to make a use of all those fields. Okay, so that you would be having a better control over your purchasing department. So that is the reason these views store all the information related to the material. Okay, so like I mean, it could be generally we usually specify the stock for both finished product also. Let's take an example. Take an example, Lux soap. So Lux soap is one of the soap manufacturing company. They are using this particular they are using SAP in their plant. Okay, and if the Lux soap would be the finished product, and what they are doing, they are procurement type would be E means in-house production. Okay, so safety stock, they will they consider the safety stock? Yes, because Because the event of no, like maybe they I mean it is safety stock is applicable for both finished product as well for the raw material also. Because it depends upon the situation, it depends upon the kind of business a particular company in. So safety stock is what, like they have to be they have to keep certain stock, so that in the event of maybe no, like any sort of things happening in the production or maybe non-availability of the raw material, they should have the stock of that material that they can provide to the dealers, various dealers. For Lux soap manufacturing company, who would be the dealers? Dealers would be nothing but, let's take an example of D-Mart, Big Bazaar, Reliance. These are the dealers. They are the customer for that manufacturing company. Okay. We are not going for every Lux soap to the, we are not asking the Lux soap manufacturing company, no, every time to provide that thing. Even if you want to purchase let's say you want to purchase some the two-wheeler of TVS, are you going to the TVS manufacturing plant for asking that bike? No, you are going to the dealers, you are going to the different showrooms, where no, like because they are having their direct connection. So in that way it depends upon different scenarios actually, like what kind of safety stock they would want to keep with keep with them, so that no, they can fulfill the requirement of their customers. Are you clear with this?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about MRP3. So MRP3 is related to the productions only. And here we are having everything. Like whenever we are creating the particular, we are working on any particular production, we are creating or we are releasing the production, we want to ensure no, that the materials which are available to the shop floor. Okay, because before once we create the production order, there are some checks that we need to do, and for that reason system or SAP looks into this particular material master, like what is the strategy group has been selected, then what is the availability check has been selected. Okay, then yeah, this is what they are checking from this MRP3 group. We are having MRP4 as well. So this is related to the bill of material, one can say, or related to the production activities, operations related to that. So selection method like bomb explosion. Let's take an example of what. Let's take an example of no, like maybe I'll take an example of bike. Bike is my finished product. Below that, no, like chassis or maybe frame, I would say. Frame would be my semi-finished material. Then there are wheels. Okay, there are and for wheel, like they would be again, they would be a rim, tube, like that. So I'm not going to go in that much of detail. Then maybe I will say stand assembly we need to perform. Then maybe I can say car this exhaust. Okay, so these are the materials that I needed for doing the bike assembly. Okay, so the intention of that, what I was saying, like whenever I'm creating the production order for a bike, okay, so these are the materials. So then maybe for a frame also, there could be a different bill of material. For manufacturing the frame, I may need to have like no, rod pipe of, let's say, for 40 mm diameter. Okay, I may require some steel plates of size, let's say 45 by 45. Let's say thickness would be 8 mm. Okay, for example. So these are the steel, these are the components to create the frame. For a wheel, I may require this rim. Okay, then I may require tube or tire, you can say. Okay, so this is needed for creating the wheel. Okay, rim is also required, tube is required. So all these are the components needed for a wheel. So again, for a stand, I may require the spring. Okay, I may require certain tubes. Okay, so meaning that whenever you are creating the production order for a bike, no, so you would be having, you needed frame. Okay, if frame supposed to be created in house, okay, so in that case there would be a different production order from the frame, because you are, because let's say within the plano there are different section. One section is doing the bike assembly, one section is doing the frame fabrication. Okay, one section, now these wheel, stand and exhaust, so these are nothing but no, like the components which are needed during the bike assembly. Let's talk about that wheel, stand, let's talk about wheel and exhaust tank or exhaust pipe that you are getting from the different vendors, so you are directly getting them. So for this material, if wheel is for one of the material, so we are getting the wheel from outside vendor. Okay, a stand, let's say stand also we are getting from the outside vendor. Spring and tubes, I mean, we have asked, like, we do not we are not going to no going for the production of the child atom. So instead what we are doing, we would want to have the ready-made stand as per our design, to be fabricated or to assemble by a particular vendor, and he should supply that stand to us. So what would be the bike bill of material? Frame, wheel, stand, and exhaust. But whenever you are creating the production order, you would be having the production order for only bike and the frame. Okay, I mean, when you will be creating the production order for bike, obviously, so once the frame is available for you, okay, because let's say wheel, stand or exhaust, so all these materials, no, store people has provided to you, but frame is not ready, so you will be waiting for a frame so that you can assemble all these components to that frame. And one after doing the assembly, no, so your complete bike would get ready. So in SAP we need to specify that which material is a finished product, which material is a semi-finished product, which material is a raw material. Okay, so in that way we need to specify that which material is externally procured, which material is in-house manufactured, which material is in-house assembled or manufactured. So this is needed. So what I was saying, selection method, so here you need to specify like what kind of selection, by the order quantity, explosion date, production version, what is a production version, that I will tell you. But this is something, selections are required so that no, like the bike bill of material can be exploded in the sense, so you will get no different components, and you will see like the bike bill of material would be frame, wheel, but you will see that components in the production order. So this is because we need to make a selection of this bombs explosion field over here. So production version, let's talk about production version. So if I'm having a material, production version is nothing but the combination of what? Routing.
Bill of material and costing.
The combination is nothing but the bill of material and routing. Okay, what quantity of material you require and which manufacturing process you are following. So this is nothing but the production version. Okay, that is created because see, creating a curd of let's say 10 kg is a different. Okay, so for a 10 kg of curd you needed milk, you need some sort of no curd you need it, so that you can have a 10 kg of curd. But at the same time, when you want to create a curd for let's say 1 liter of milk or 1 kg curd you needed, so at that time the different components and the different components are there, and it could be no like operations would be different, because you might need a more time for no like hitting the 10 liter of milk, then waiting time would be different. And in case of preparing the 1 kg of curd, so you need the 1 liter of milk, and the time required would be a different. So that is the reason we would be having 10 kg of curd. We have a 1 kg of curd. Let's say these two components are there in the material, in the SAP as a material master. So production version would be different for both of them, right? Or same? Hello? Different, yeah. So this is just keep it in mind. Production version is nothing but the combination of bill of material and the manufacturing process or the routing, different routing. Okay. now, as I said, no, maybe I'm not sure whether you are knowing that. So we discuss about repetitive manufacturing and we discuss about the discrete manufacturing. Okay. So like repetitive manufacturing, these are nothing but some manufacturing processes where a particular manufacturing company keep on producing the same thing again and again. So that is called repetitive manufacturing. Take an example of cement manufacturing company. Okay. They are, I mean, every day they are producing the same thing again and again. But maybe take an example of no, let's say take an example of bike manufacturing company. They do have a different variants. They do have a different engine capacity, 120 cc, 125 cc, maybe no, like then they are having a pulsar or maybe lot of variants are there. So that kind of manufacturing in the industry is called as a discrete manufacturing industries. And the industries which are producing the same component again and again, so those are called as a repetitive manufacturing company. Okay, so just make a note of or maybe just remind it. We will see because whatever we are looking for the production in SAP PP, we are having a repetitive manufacturing, we are having this discrete manufacturing. Some of the clients prefers to have the repetitive manufacturing based upon the nature of their business, nature of their the finished product. So they just see like which kind of process we should go. Either we should go with a discrete or some repetitive, because these two different manufacturing processes have their own pros and cons, have their own pros and cons, have their advantages also. Those advantages we will see when once no we will be going for the production order. This is a plant data storage. Again, this is something related to like once the material is ready, what is the base unit of measurement, what is the unit of issue. Unit of issue is nothing but we need not to specify this because we are not selling this material. But if this is a finished product, so in that case we need to specify like in what quantity we are issuing the material. Let's say if a Bisleri is one of the manufacturing company, okay, they do have a 1 liter of say this I have this component, this material number refers to 1 liter of the Bisleri bottle. Okay, but whenever they are selling that component, are they selling with one quantity? Are they selling with two quantity? No, they will be selling with the boxes. Okay, so one box may have like 40 Bisleris. So like that thing we need to specify like unit of issue. So let's see if we just specify this unit of issue over here, like it would be square inch. I mean, there would be boxes. Box could be here actually. Let me see. Yeah, barrel, or maybe there would be a different. You can see we will search here. Maybe box, pallet. See, box, pallet, barrel. All these are nothing but the unit of issue. I mean, though they are manufacturing one quantity, but during the selling of that component, so they need to specify like if this is a bottle, they need to mention like a box, one box. So SAP understand that one box corresponding to how many pieces. That information is also somewhere. I'll show you that as well. So when you go to the basic data, so you just need to go to the additional data, and here unit of measure. So here you need to specify one piece, okay, or one box is equal to how many pieces, that you need to specify here. So that system will refer this information that if this is a 1 liter bottle and in a one box, we can place 12 or 40 pieces like that. Okay. Are you clear? I'll go one step back here, main data. Then we are done with what? We are done with MRP1 plant storage. Now accounting 1 and accounting 2. I'm not sure. Plant data. Yeah, again, this is related to the plant data storage. Something related to the, I mean, these are not important that much. Accounting 1. So accounting 1 is what? The material cost, if this is a raw material, then it's some price is being saved, and this is done by the finance people. We usually do not make any sort of entries and nothing over here. So even accounting 2 also is related to that. So it has some taxation related fields. Okay, that would be taken care by the finance people. Costing also. Accounting is a different. Costing is what? Like, I mean, here again, they are having some cost related part, like base unit of measurement for the cost, like how cost can be calculated. So whether it will be decided per piece or how. So this is something they are deciding, like, if what is a profit center, no? Because I mean, costing is what, like we are spending some labors, we are spending some cost for that material. Then the cost of that particular material which is being procured or which is being manufactured can be settled to which profit center. So these are all related to the FICO. Okay, here they are mentioning all those fiscal years, what is the price, standard price. So these classes, all they are specifying here. Okay. Uh, okay, I think you are clear with this material master. Maybe I will spend more time on this material master also. So we just see that. Now what we will do, I'll just create the material master. Okay. So for creating material master, what is the transaction code?
For create 01. Sorry, MM01.
/n mm01. Okay, this is a code. Now you need to specify like whether the material you want to create. Let's talk about, we will be creating raw material. So let's say we will be creating rim. Okay, I'll just put a rim over here. Industry sector would be, let's say tire, X tire. Do we have a tire, or maybe we can consider vehicle? Do we have a vehicle industry or manufacturing? Do we have manufacturing? Yeah, mechanical engineering. Okay. Since I have mentioned as a rim would be our raw material that we are getting from outside vendor. Okay. So I will specify what is the material type for the raw material. ROH. You can directly enter ROH. Okay. And okay. So here we are having one more functionality, that is a copy from. Okay. So if you want to copy that. Hello. If you want to copy that material from some, maybe any specific material, that also you can do. But let's do not copy from the first attempt. Let's go for the select views. Okay, the moment I select views, so these are the by default selection. Okay, because what happens, I made it, I selected those view last time. I did it as a default setting. Okay, so I have selected these things. Since this is a raw material, we need purchasing. So, but if you are creating the finished material, we may not need purchasing. So at that time, you can skip that purchasing field. Okay, because we are not purchasing the finished product. We are producing the finished product and we are selling that the product. That you can consider. So let's say I have selected all these fields. I'll just click continue. After clicking, system is asking me which material I want to procure, for which plant I need to procure. I will be creating this material for the 1000 plant. Okay. Let's see if I have a storage location, or I can maintain this stock for maintain the storage location from the plant 1000. You can see here. Do we have a 1000 storage location? I mean, plant 1000. You need to specify here, like where is a plant 1000? See, 1000. Let's say maybe I'll be referring, let's say basic will not say there are a lot of storage locations have been created. I mean, why we are seeing this particular information? Because in the configuration data, you can create your own storage location also. How to create a plant even. So there will be a separate session on that I will take, but we will begin with this material master. Let's say 1000. Maybe I'll consider this storage location. Okay, 001. Because why we have considered? Because we have seen that this is storage location belongs to the plant 1000. Okay, I'm not entering sales org and distribution channel. Those are not needed as of now. So I'll just click continue. Okay, the moment I click a continue, it material has been created with rim. If you are not specifying rim in the initial screen, so the system will assign internal number. Okay. Okay. So maybe I will say TVS rim. Okay. The TVS bike rim, maybe I can consider. TVS bike rim. Okay. So what is the base unit of measurement for the rim? Let's say I want to measure it with the help of piece. And what is the material group? Since this is a bike or no, let's see, we have a vehicle related material group or do we have a vehicle or automobile? Yes, we have a vehicle. Maybe I'll select these vehicles. Okay. Maybe I want to enter like what is the rim weight if I know. So let's talk about maybe 3 kilo is the weight of that rim. Okay. Enter. I'll be navigating to the next basic data. Here I need not to enter any information. I'll go to the cells. So see here, base unit of measure and all. So this information is being copied from there. Material group also is copied from the basic data. Okay, I'll go to the cells here. So this is again not needed. Whenever sales people would need to specify that, they can specify. Sales, I'll go to the sales general plan. So here you can see, again, that data is coming from basic data tab. Now system is asking me like transportation group, which transportation group is you needed actually for this raw material. So whether it would be coming from maybe, like container मध्ये येतील का lot for a truck येईल. Maybe I'll specify a container. Okay, loading group. So in order to loading this group, so what we needed, I mean, when we say sales, so you can consider that this is a stage of dispatching the material. Don't get confused. Okay. And let's say like maybe during the loading, so which section I might be using from the logistic department. Let's talk about forklift. Okay, I'll specify that. After that, once I enter that, so again, system is asking me to enter the purchasing specific fields. So here, I mean, let's say the material fields entering with this symbol, no? So those are mandatory symbol. So if I don't enter, system will give me error. See, filling the all required entry fields. Okay, system will not allow me to proceed with the next, next view. System will ask me to, because this is a mandatory information for the purchasing view. So this is, I need to enter. Maybe I'll see the purchasing group as a 00. Okay, I selected. Even material group is copied from there. So I just keep enter. So now here you can see we are in the plant specific or the production specific or plant specific views, MRP1. See here. I mean, whenever we were in the purchasing view, we haven't seen any plant details over there, right? But the moment we are in the MRP1 view, no, system has shown the plant because we are entering this information for the 1000 plant. Okay, so MRP type, let's say would be PD. Okay, I mean, why I'm saying a PD? Let's say if I'm using this rim for the bike assembly and all, and whenever because this is a needed and this is something coming from the vendor. So system should have all those records, like what is the quantity of the stock as of now with me. So when the stock quantity would not get, when we need to procure this rim from the outside vendor. So this is something system wants to know. MRP controller. I can't proceed further without MRP controller. MRP controller, you can say the group of the or the particular person who is responsible for planning of this material. Okay? Let's see like which are the MRP controllers are available for 1000 plant. See, these are all are the MRP controllers for the 1000 plant. This is not something no you will be having because we are in plant 1000 now. So whatever the fields or whatever the information that we have, system will propose from the plant 1000 only. So let's say I'll be selecting this one. Okay. Now system is asking me in what quantity you want to order. I say whenever I may require 300 rims, I want to order for the 300 quantity. So that's what I will enter this EX only. See, are you clear with that? Like why? Okay. Since now system is not this, I mean, I'm not getting any sort of lot size and all, because these are not mandatory. But there are certain scenarios, no, for which this is needed actually. So those we will see later on. But as of now, you just see like how we can create the material master. See, this is a raw material. So we have specified this material as we have not specified, but this information is coming from the MRP. How that is coming, I will tell you. But maybe you can consider this is a procurement type would be F. Now system is asking what is the plant delivery time, and I'm saying like maybe I need 5 days. Okay, system is asking me to enter the delivery schedule margin key. So I'll enter here like maybe say 000. Okay, see, system is not asking me GR processing time, since this is a raw material coming from outside vendor, no. So you can see here, so system is not, because whatever the important fields, those system has mentioned as a mandatory, and system asked me to enter. See here, in the MRP3, nothing was important. Okay, so system allowed me to go proceed further. Okay, in MRP4 also, like see, this is because this is something related to the production, and MRP analyzed that this material has a procurement type F, so we do not need any sort of information in MRP4. Okay, see, we have been MR plant data, storage data 2. Now we are in accounting data. The moment I hit enter, system wants me to enter the valuation class. Okay, so I mean, one question would have come to your mind that how would I know the valuation class accounting related fields?
Exactly.
Okay, so what you can do, I mean, if someone asks to create the material, do not include accounting 1, accounting 2 views in your selection screen. Then whatever the selection that you have made while creating the materials, no, so those would be taken care. And once you are creating that material, maybe you can share that material number with the FICO person. I mean the finance person, that I have created this view, I have created this material. Could you please extend the accounting 1 view, accounting 2, or the FICO related views with the required fields. So what he will do, he will use the same material, will maintain all those entries. Are you clear with that? Okay, that also we will check on tomorrow. But for the sake, I'll just see the, I mean, since we are in the raw materials, so I'll be entering the raw material related class. I will hit enter. System asks me, see, earlier we had someone, no, like round kind of error, but this is something warning message. You might have heard during our initial presentation, there are certain messages and all. So this is one of the warning message. Now, if I just neglect this, no, like system will move to the next screen. See, but if I have that information, I can go and enter that standard price. Let's say maybe 1550. Okay. So this is what I have entered. So see, I have been post to accounting 2 view. I'm not aware about this tax, and these are not mandatory information. So system is not asking me to enter that information. See, valuation class and all those are coming. Now system is saying that whatever the views that you have selected, the information has been updated. Do you want to save your data for this material first? The moment I select yes, so you can say that the material ream is created. If you want to see the material ream that you have created, so you can go to the MM03 screen. Okay. Or maybe you can click on the material. You can click on display and just mention the material ream. Now, the moment you entered, those systems are having those views as a by defaulted. But this moment, if you want to see only, let's say you are interested in only basic data 1, basic data 2, and MRP 1 or purchasing, let's say. Okay, so these are the views that you have interested. So the moment I do the default setting, so system will ask me 1000 for which material. So let's say if I with this storage location, and what is the storage location? So system is saying you have selected storage location as a 0001 while creating the material. If you want to have this screen as a default setting, then also I will see as a default setting. Okay, save it. Now system will show me the data. See, here we are having a display. We are not able to make any sort of change. We are supposed to make a change in MM0. Okay, I think we need to stop, but maybe you can just go through that, like just go through every, no, I mean, see here, basic data. See, MRP1, MRP3, MRP4, accounting 2, account costing, those are also coming. Okay, now system, do you want to exit? See, yes. I mean, again, if you see, I enter dream. So these are no, like defaulted one. And these are also defaulted one. I need not to enter this matter because what I did, I just default setting. So maybe in this way you can, if you want to change the material, so maybe what you can do, you need to go one step back. In this window, you need to click on change. And if you want to change something, hit enter. System will again ask you for which material you want to see. I'm not sure, maybe we can change the base, let's say. Here, if you want to change the material group to the some other material group that you can change, let's see about material processing. Okay, I just change it. I save it. The next moment, if I go for the display of that material, like what is the material or no, what I would say, that division or material group that I have saved. See, material group was changed with 0001. Like I want to see what have whether what kind of changes are happened for this particular field. I can go to the environment. I can go to the where I can see display changes. So you can see the details like on 10th of this particular user and T code was this. So this particular I mean, on this date, with the help of MM01, that field was created and the same field got changed to the MM02. And if I just click this, if I just click on this, so system will show you what was the old value, what was the new value. Clear?
Yes.
Maybe what you can do, you just go through this particular recording for this material and just repeat those steps which I have done so that you will have that sort of thing. And maybe on tomorrow we will create different material because today we were discussing about different fields. No, so tomorrow we may not need not to discuss that much in detail. So we will keep on creating the material. Today we have created raw material. Maybe on tomorrow we will create finished material or semi-finished material that we will do on tomorrow. Okay. Okay, then maybe we can close it now. I'll stop the recording. Where can I stop? Okay, it will automatically, I guess. I'm not sure.
And dropped a pretty straightforward one. Well. Outstanding catch a moment ago. This one, much easier. Should have been taken. Oh, he snatched it at the last moment. Zanabani. Let's come up in only a single run. Could have been another wicket. That's gone. 13 in front of the race. Everybody on the edge of the seat and it goes down the wicket. And goes on the way. What a shot. I don't know what Wellington must look at to sit to. Just put the dot toward it, down on the wicket, and out the middle of the bat, 6. Zimbabwe needs 7. What a time to hit a 6. 1703 deliveries. Incredible. What a match we've had so far. They're taking their time. Shakib Al Hassan has been hit for a big 6 in the previous delivery. Keeper has taken the range of already signaled a wide here. We'll have to wait and see whether he was out of the crease if he was. Well, it looks like Zanabani is walking, which would think that he knows he's been stumped. If he's out, you still get the run for the wide. Yeah, he's down the wicket. Doesn't get anywhere near back into his crease. So 1 wicket remains for Bangladesh. Zanabani goes for 8. 138 for 9. The last man standing. Drama.
Yeah, it's a outside.
फक्त पनीर लबाबदार आहे. अर्ध्या तासात का नाही जाणार? दादा, प्रश्न अर्ध्या तासाचा नाही, क्वालिटीचा आहे.
काय मग पार्ले चीज टोबॅको पाईप. उत्तम टेस्ट, टॉप क्वालिटी.
प्रश्न क्वालिटीचा उत्तर पारली. नाव तर ऐकलंच असेल. पुढे येऊ का मागे येऊ, मधून लागो का कट्टी लागो, रन्स गरजेचे आहे. 4 मागे आले, मारायला गेले होते कव्हर मध्ये, पण झाला बॉल बाहेर गेला ना. 4 रन. एवढा रिॲक्शनचा टाइम मिळाला नाही. शार्दूल होता मध्ये, म्हणजे एक थोडा डिस्काउंट आहे असं वाटतं. 224 एक चौकार आलाय. सीमरजीत विरुद्ध डेव्हिड मिलर. हा परत टाकावं लागेल. फरकटलाय, दुसऱ्या गल्लीत गेलाय. त्यांची मुवमेंट झाली बॅट्समॅनची, याचा हाताची मुवमेंट थोडी वाढली. बरं धोनी होता पहिल्यापासून, बॉल टिपला कुठे येतोय आणि घेतला आरामात. जर विकेटच्या बाहेर पडला असता तर नो बॉल दिला असता. हा वाईट बॉल दिलाय. अवांतर धाव मिळते जीटीला. या ओव्हर मध्ये 2 बॉल मध्ये 6 धावा आल्यात. मागच्या षटकामध्ये फक्त 6 आल्या होत्या. त्याच्यामुळे आता डेव्हिड मिलर बॅट नक्की फिरवेल. We have a player review for no ball, for ball pitching outside the 10 feet area. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Looking at the split screen here, play it through for me. Ball has comfortably crossed the wickets. It's behind the wicket. It's not a no ball for ball pitching outside the 10 feet area. AP, it's not a no ball for ball pitching outside the 10 feet area. You're on screen. वाईड बॉल जो दिला होता तो वाईड बॉल आहे. 10 फुटाच्या बाहेर नव्हता गेला त्या खेळपट्टीच्या, त्याच्यामुळे सांगितलं वाईडच द्या. हा बॉल चांगला वाटतोय सीमरजीतचा. आणि आता डेव्हिड मिलर जाईल का DRS साठी हे पाहूया. डॉट बॉल. महेंद्र सिंग धोनी, माही, जिओ हिरो कॅम्पवर देखील त्याच्या सर्व हालचाली आपण टिपतोय. नाही, इथे हा डॉट बॉल आहे आणि त्यानंतर घेतलाय रिव्ह्यू. Time before he's just about to release the ball. Yeah, freeze it for me. I see the batter has moved outside the off stump. The wide guideline has moved by that much. Yeah, play it through for me, please. Please sit at the popping crease for me. Thank you. The ball would have passed within the revised wide guideline. Satisfied it's a fair delivery. Maybe you can stay with your decision of fair delivery. You're on screen. योग्य बॉल आहे. वाईड बॉल नसेल, थोडासा बाहेर निघाला होता डेव्हिड मिलर. त्यामुळे वाईड गाईडलाईन देखील थोडीशी बाहेर आहे. काय दृश्य आहे. अंपाच्या डोक्यावर स्थान मिळवल्या, परंतु हा बॉल जास्त ढगात गेलाय आणि फिल्डर खाली खाली कॅच पॉइंट आली. साठी आणखी 2 धावा मिळतील. 2 धावांची भर पडली आणि मोईन अली धावत आला. नंतर थांबायच्या आधी मला वाटतं ब्रेक बरोबर लागलेले राईट टायमाला आणि बॅलन्स झाला. म्हणजे फक्त आपण नजर हटी, दुर्घटना घटी, तसं झालं. नजर बरोबर राहिली नाही, स्थिर राहिली नाही. तुम्ही पहा. मग आता षटकार येईल असं मला वाटतंय, कारण 2 धावा मिळाल्या. डेव्हिड मिलर गेल्या स्ट्राईकवर. परत टाकावं लागेल सीमरजीतला असं दिसतंय आणि हो वाईड बॉल आहे. आणखी एक हेलिकॉप्टर आहे पंचांच्या डोक्यावर आणि तो काही जात नाही आज तिथून. बरोबर जागा गेली त्यांनी पंचांच्या टोपीवर. ठाड मांडून बसलाय. हो आता समजलंय पंचांना, त्यांनीच उडवलंय त्याला आणि सांगताय 2 बॉल शिल्लक आहेत. तोही तेच सांगत होता 2 बॉल आहेत, तोही बॉल मोजत असावा. जसं जिभेवर सरस्वती बसते तसं डोक्यावर हेलिकॉप्टर बसलं होतं. म्हणजे बरोबर डिसिजन नाही होते. पण त्या चतुरासारखे चतुर राहिले ना. चला 2 बॉल शिल्लक. समोर मारलाय, फटका आहे. 1 धाव मिळेल. दुसऱ्या धावेचा प्रयत्न डेव्हिड मिलर करताना दिसतो आणि 2 धावा मिळतील. चला या ओव्हर मध्ये 15 धावा आल्या, शेवटचा बॉल शिल्लक. षटकार का चौकार सांगा लवकर. मला तर वाटते डेव्हिड मिलर षटकार मारेल. तुम्हाला 35 पार व्हायलाच पाहिजे, गरजेचं आहे 35 पार म्हणून. तो षटकार येतोय का? 6 धावा मिळतील का? शेवटचा बॉल. परंतु सीमरजीत 59 धावा त्याने खर्च केल्यात. आतापर्यंत चौथ्या ओव्हर मध्ये तो आहे. जवळपास 15च्या सरासरीने धावा मोजल्यात सीमरजीतने. शेवटचा बॉल. काय घडेल? डेव्हिड मिलर समोर उडवला डेव्हिड मिलरने. कॅप मध्ये नाही, फिल्डर आहे रचित रवींद्र. दुसऱ्या धावेचा प्रयत्न रनआउट होईल. शाहरुख खान एकच धाव मिळते. 231 करू शकलाय गुजरात टायटन्सचा संघ पहिल्या डावामध्ये. 20 षटकांचा खेळ. शेवट खूप चांगला केला गोलंदाजीमध्ये. टीम चेन्नईने मागील 30 बॉल मध्ये फक्त 41 धावा आल्या, 3 विकेट गेल्या. 232 करायचे चेन्नई सुपर किंग्सला.
बढ़िया इन्वेस्टमेंट स्कीम आई है. आज 2000 डालोगे, कल 4 मिलेगा, परसों 8, फिर 16, फिर 32, फिर 64. लिंक भेज दिया, जल्दी क्लिक करो. यूपीआई कहता है इन फर्जी इन्वेस्टमेंट वाले स्कीमों में ना फंसे, अपने पैसे का ध्यान खुद रखें. आप भी ये जानकारी शेयर करें और अपने आसपास के भोले को बचाएं.
स्वागत आहे. 231 ही सर्वाधिक धावसंख्या आहे चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स विरुद्ध. दुसऱ्यांदा असं झालंय की दोन्ही सलामीवीरांनी सेंचुरी केलेली आहे आणि विक्रमाची बरोबरी झालेली आहे 210. पहिल्या विकेटसाठी ही पार्टनरशिप आणि इंडियन म्हणून सगळ्यात जलद 1000 धावा पूर्ण केलेल्या आहेत त्या साई सुदर्शनने केवळ 25 इनिंग्स मध्ये. दररोज खेळचा एक वेगळा आणि नवीन मित्र. फास्टेस्ट बॉलर सीएसके जर धमाकेदार फटकेबाजी केली तर आज मात्र 5 टन दिवस होईल. अजिंक्य राहणे तयार दिसतोय. 232 धावांचा पाठलाग करायचा आहे चेन्नई सुपर किंग्सला. ऋतुराज गायकवाड चांगल्या फॉर्म मध्ये आहे पण 2 फिरकी गोलंदाज तयार आहेत अफगाणिस्तानचे नूर अहमद आणि राशिद खान. Charge, body charge, base act, AOP, target split, are seen from the first. Not even beyond every anything. That's lowest price guarantee and Britannia. सीएसके आज विक्रमी धावसंख्या रचलेली आहे एका संघाने 231 ची आणि सीएसके ला आता 232 धावांचं हे आव्हान आहे. गुजरात टायटन्स होम ग्राउंड आणि आज होम ग्राउंड वर खऱ्या अर्थाने आवादे अशी ही कामगिरी झालेली आहे. कर्णधार चमकला, त्याचबरोबर सुदर्शन चमकला. पाहूया सीएसके चे फलंदाज आज चमकदार कामगिरी करतायत का.
Start the page 50, 25, and 50. That's
Satisfied, ready with my next three. Yeah. स्टेडियम त्यानंतर त्यापेक्षा जास्त प्रेक्षक असतात तेव्हा सर्व स्टेडियम 2013 नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम ही चाहते आहेत महेंद्र सिंग धोनीसाठी साठी प्रश्न आहे कशा टीम आल्यावर आहे
प्लीज दाखव की काय ग बर बर मग जाऊ दे परत करतो हो हो टाकीच्यात गेलतो टाकीच्यात गेलतो बोलवलेलं सकाळचं तर असं होतं सांग भातवर नको का हा उघडून दाखव हा हे बरं कर्डचा आणला का ऐक आता फ्रीजर तुम्ही जास्त ठेवाल तर त्या बाटल्या तुटतील बरं का खाली वाव व्यवस्थितच झालंय सगळं गोळीला ठीक आहे चालतंय असू दे चालू दे बोलवा तुमची परत परत नाही नाही असू दे चालू दे बसा बसा बाहेर हो पाऊस फ्लडशिपला जाणार आहे काय नाही असं काय नाही तुला नाही मला का ग हो कपडे कपडे बघ त्या ह्याच्यात व काय करायचं, इस्त्री करायची.
माझं इस्त्री का होऊ द्या.
हो हो चालतंय, जा बस बाहेर जाऊन वैतागली असेल गरम गरम होत असेल.
करते.
परंतु त्यांनी षटकार चांगले मारले, चौकार त्यांनी चांगली मारले. नंतरचे फलंदाज षटकारांचा टाका शिव दुबे, जडेजा यांच्याकडे स्ट्राईक रेट 147 स्ट्राईक रेट शिव देत आहे. आणि मग बॉल हवेत आहे. कधी घे शेवटचा बॉल त्याच्या या ते बदल के पीछे इनको पट्टा सब कुछ लाए सबके पीछे थे राष्ट्र पट्टा बाहेर काढलेला पहिलं सब प्रयत्न असेल पहिला लिहिता त्यालाच पाहिजे बदलले बाहेर निघाला एक मॅसिव्ह करायला मिशनला करायला अखिल भारतीय षटकार मार्ग संघटनेचे उपाध्यक्ष यांनीकडे तो म्हणजे जीवन दुबे आमच्या मॅच मध्ये 2 गोल्ड टॅप आता त्याच्यासाठी मॅच निर्माण केले या भागीदारी स्वप्नांतर नावाची भागीदारी एजंट आणि कुणीपर्यंत त्याच्यात बाहेर 106